They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Garoppolo now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first. They'll be led out by the rookie third-rounder who's from Louisville and then played his college ball up the road on I-71 at Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead rating. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just...
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chicago offense set to get started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ritter off the play fake. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Ritter on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Donald Parham, 38 yards. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Ryder, throw left side, complete to Chase. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are able to add on to their first-half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. To the right and complete to Galladay. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Going right back to Galladay. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a lopsided victory.
On first down, Ritter. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Donald Parham. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now Garoppolo. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Looking to throw. Garoppolo drops it to Jones in the flat. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Ritter will set up to throw it.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Bears take over.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll go with Jones, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30.
140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old,
Ritter has it knocked down.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next.
And he loses the football a second time. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when
now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Garoppolo now. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football.
Coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.